Hey guys, it's Bina, and in today's video, I want to address a topic, which is the latest patch from EHG, and also they talked about their vision and what they want to do in terms of mid-cycle balancing or bug fixes. So, first thing I want to talk about is the ladder. Why are bug fixes and nerfs usually not done in mid-cycle? It's because of usually if there's like a competitive scene, like a ladder, for example, you want to have everyone have the same level of playing field to each compete with an equal chance. As we see now, the Warlock has dominated the ladder with its bug, allowing the Warlock to have multiple hundreds of thousands of ward, which I can demonstrate here in a quick video from Amarathi here. He demonstrates exactly how this is made, how you can do it, and you're getting multiple bars of ward by consuming minions. And then these minions are giving you percentage of their health as ward gained. And so instead of getting 4%, the node is giving you currently 40% ward. This has been said in the current patch notes that it will not be addressed because it is not affecting server stability. And the only bug fixes or nerfs that would be touched mid-cycle would be the ones that affect server stability. So what is my take on this? I think that EHG should bug fix the things that are utterly broken and should probably be very quick while doing so. And if you don't want to like have two ladders, or if you don't want like remove ladder entries from these pushes, then you could just make a second ladder. You would have the release ladder for 1.0 and the post bug fix ladder at some point in the cycle, where you have, for example, a massive balance change where you're fixing maybe you're fixing explosive Ballista, which I like playing these builds. I don't dislike the power level that we have. I am a player that enjoys playing last Epoch no matter what. I will enjoy it. I will play some busted builds. I will play some least played builds. I've played Ballista for 3 years and finally it's buffed. This is kind of like my patch where regular Ballista's good, explosive Ballista's good. These are two builds that I've already played in the past, like 3 years ago. So it is to no surprise to me that these are very, very strong in this patch with the current patch notes that we had, and with the addition of the Falconer, being able to proc them off of traps, being able to, all the Falconer passive tree. It's all incredible for me. But at the same time, I want last Epoch to be more balanced and more in certain level of range that, the top end of builds should have a certain maximum amount of damage, a maximum amount of EHP, and the lower end or the middle range, basically, the difference between the both has to be like, in a reasonable amount. So it can't be that like 99% of builds are in this range, and then you have an outlier here that is just like way above everything else, and there's like little to no reason to play anything other than that. If you want to be efficient in your farming, if you want to play the market, if you want to make gold, if you want to push corruption, if you want to push arena, if like anything competitive. It is kind of busted at the moment, and the stance that EHG is taking of not nerfing anything mid-cycle, while I agree that for people that invest into these builds, that invest into these bugged interactions, maybe not knowingly, maybe they don't know about this, maybe they're new to the game, and they think 500k ward is fine, but like it has never been the case. And it's not the vision, I hope it's not the vision that EHG wants. I think it should be addressed, and I think it should be bug fixed, nerfed. Things like explosive Ballista, things like 500k ward on the Warlock, things like the ward battery on the Rogue, things like, the ghost flame ignite stacking, things like all of these completely out of like it's so out of the spectrum of the general builds that we have in last Epoch that it's just like, why would you play anything else, right? Of course, this build, if you want to cook a different build and just play through like 100, 200, 300 corruption, but if you want to be efficient, you got to play these busted builds. If you want to play the ladder, you have to play these busted builds. If not, you won't even be in the top freaking 500, right? So this is kind of like my stance on it. I have a couple of ideas that maybe they could do. So one thing would be having a ladder for like the initial release of the game, right, is fine. And then maybe having another ladder for like, okay, we are resetting the ladder. We're making these adjustments. These are the last adjustments we'll do for the entire cycle. And, you know, this is it. We're fixing the like infinite ward on Rogue. We're fixing the ward on the Warlock. We're fixing explosive Ballista. We're balancing these things. The gel cores, you know, all the out of place builds getting back into place. Maybe it's a matter of not having enough time to like code everything and bug fix everything. They have a lot on their plate. The launch, I'm sure they are working. I am sure they are very, very hard at work, but they ask for feedback. And yeah, so they did ask for feedback, right? So we have this here. Let's go into the last Epoch patch notes. So these are the patch notes that we had today, 1.0.2, bug fixes, UI, skills, others. So they basically say that they are fixing anything that will affect the server stability, that are crashing the server, but they will not change anything that is not affecting the servers. I do think that I would prefer if they would fix things quickly, like maybe before the ladder are filled up with all of these entries. Maybe if there's only a very few of them, you just remove these. They are very easy to see which one they are, right? That being said, you know, I like playing busted builds. I like finding new interactions. I like finding scaling builds to like to the upper limit. But I think it's better for the health of the game if things stay within a spectrum, and anything outside of that range, right, which is like galaxies or universes apart, should be brought down to like, you know, the real world. So that is my take on it. They did ask for feedback, right? They did say that they are very willing to, where did they say this? So here they say, our current stance is that we won't issue mid-cycle changes for balance, such as with Profane Veil of Vampiric Blood node. While the node is much stronger than intended, it is not causing performance issues, and it will instead be changed with the next cycle patch. This stance is of course open to feedback. It's not carved in stone. So my feedback on this is that things that are just utterly broken and ruining the experience for any competitive scene on the ladder is, yeah, it should not exist. We should either have a new ladder after the bug fix, or remove the entries and just like, you know, or even have a hard reset on the ladder. You just have a hard reset on the ladder, and then anyone that, you know, we're still so early in the patch. Nobody pushed their like full maximum ladder run. They still have 2 months to do so. I think it's good if we have like a fresh start. Anyways, that's my 2 cents on it. Take it as you may. Like, it's just an opinion, right? I am just one single person. Everybody has their own opinion, and I respect everyone's opinion. And if you have your own opinion, post it in the comments below. I'm interested to see and reading what you guys think about this. Should they nerf mid-cycle? Should they not nerf mid-cycle? Should they bug fix mid-cycle or not? I do agree with the server stability and stuff, but even more so than this, I think there should be an extra step taken. Anyways, those are my 2 cents. Hope you guys liked the video. If you like it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.